Hey guys, Nicewin here. Welcome back to another video. In this one I was actually quite excited to do a video review of Gerold and Layla, the new freebie SSR unit. And as you know, I love doing reviews of very interesting units, and definitely this is one of the most interesting units I've ever seen. But let me tell you the truth. The fact of the matter is that this unit is just utterly garbage. Like, so bad that I won't even want to do a proper review of him. Like, or them, okay? So that's just like how bad it is, alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just point out what it should be, okay? So hopefully the developers can change it. Because honestly, this unit shows a lot of promise. There's a lot of good design decisions that went into making this hero, or heroes rather, but it just didn't end up, you know, working. It just doesn't work. Like, do you intend for a hero design this interesting to work out this horribly bad? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's so much wasted potential that I just can't even like begin to describe how bad the wasted potential on this is. But anyway, let's just get into the meat of why I think it's just horrible. Now let's actually start with the character design. Well, I really love this character design. You got like the Beauty and the Beast sort of thing here, and it looks like straight from a fairy tale. Okay, but you know, this guy is a bit too handsome to be deemed like a beast, so he's a little bit too handsome for that. Not as handsome as Leon though. The Knight and the Beauty. Okay, now we have the faction, which is the Origin of Light, and it's not too bad belonging in this one because there's not many heroes in this one, so that means for guild battles it's going to be a good addition to the team. And for stats, we have like AA, BA, BC. So this is like jack of all trades stats. Now before you judge these stats for like being jack of all trades and master of none, is that you know, he gets a skill later, which I guess he's going to use his int as well. So that's you know, actually not terrible if you think about it that way. And moving on to his talent, we have the Moonlight Elf, which is a very interesting talent. It ignores the melee's attack priority in battle. Okay, so what this means is that, say for example you have archers equipped or a mage equipped as your troop, either that or you are ranged yourself as the hero, and then you're attacking face to face in melee range with another melee unit. Okay, you're against another melee unit. So it's either when you're attacking that in melee range, or you're being attacked in melee range and you have a ranged troop, or you are ranged yourself. Okay, so what this means is that instead of your attack being delayed in terms of your priority, you're gonna attack that melee guy at the same time. Okay, so what this means is that you both are going to be damaged at the same time. You both are receiving damage. Now this is like different to any other mechanic, because usually what happens is that the melee troops damage is going to get in first, and then the ranged will get in their damage. But in this case, it's going to even out the priority, alright? But like, even though you think, oh, that's pretty good, you still have the damn range weakness to melee. Okay, so what this means is that you're going to be taking a lot more damage in return than the melee unit, because you have still a disadvantage against melee. So that's actually really huge, and we'll show that later. So after initiating a range attack, heal other friendly units for 10% of Gerold's max HP. Okay, so now this is another global healing. So the first one of a kind is from Chris, so we finally get another one. But the thing is, it's only like the max HP, which is like, if you think about it, not that great. Because say for example, even you have 4000 HP, that's just going to be what, like 400 HP? 400 HP heal is not a lot, especially when you have 4000 HP. Okay, and then if you are attacking with a melee attack, then you heal yourself for 10% of damage dealt. Now this is completely different, because now it's like healing yourself, and that's you know, that's acceptable. So I guess these will go to, you know, more percentages later, and I guess that will be the redeeming factor if it goes to, like, you know, more of a percentage later. But definitely the second one is more powerful because this is like a vampire spell, alright? But it only happens when you're initiating a melee attack, okay? Now, at the current state of this talent, it is simply not good enough because this is just like too little stats, because it's the 10% of max HP. So according to the Chinese wiki, this is going to be a lot different in the future, okay? It's going to be buffed in the Chinese version. So I'm not sure if this will change in this version as well, in the global version, but we'll see. Hopefully it does as well. Now this is the skill in the Chinese version, you see. So after the long range attack, it dispels a weakened state, so it's dispelling something, and then it restores the multiplier of the sum of the attack and intelligence. Okay, so that's much better. So definitely, like, max HP is way too weak, and this is way better, okay? And after the active melee attack, it recovers 10% of the damage and gives it an immune effect. Okay, so that's much better as well. It makes you immune to everything, and it rewards you for attacking melee range. Okay, so I mean, that's much better than what we currently have. So here's are the skills that he has going for himself. So he first gets the onrush, and then he gets the other ones, which are the move again, and this augment skill, and the demonic arts. And then he's got the smash and the attack command, and the holy word and the meditation for his other class. Now I feel like the problem with the healer class is that the hero's strengths rely on hitting enemies in order to heal your other troops, so kind of like a redemption of Chris, okay? And this is a problem if you only have 3 moves. Like, you have to actually hit something to get your global healing off, and if you can't hit anything, then, well, you get nothing. So which is the reason that I'm not liking the low movement of this at all. But if you go with a knight, okay, the problem is that you're not ranged yourself, so that even though he gets ranged troops that are 5 moves to attack enemies, like, the hero itself isn't going to be dishing damage if you do your range move, okay? So that's the biggest downfall. So I feel like, yeah, this hero, he should just be like a ranged 5 movement himself, okay? And then, like, if he attacks in melee range, then, like, he can, like, maybe just ignore the weakness of that. He can ignore the weakness of being a ranged troop, if you know what I mean. And all of his troops have the same thing, where they're ranged, but when they're attacking in melee, they can also ignore their weakness. Okay, so if you have a passive like that, that would make this guy phenomenal. He would actually be like a top tier unit if he had all of this. And guys, let me show you why, alright? And keep in mind that these two are the unique abilities that he has. And I don't like these because it takes a turn for you to, like, of doing nothing. It's just like a buffing turn for you to use this. So, and I heard that if you go with the knight class, then you should definitely get this one, the augment, because then, like, it turns your physical damage to magic damage, and then it uses your int into your attack. Whereas if you go with this other class, the healing class, then you get this one, the demonic arts augment. So you definitely need to spend 1 ticket for that. And is that even worth it? Well, if you did spend a ticket just getting this, let me know in the comments below if it has been worth it and how much damage you deal extra, okay? So the build that I roll with right now is the attack command and the smash. Either move again or the demonic arts would work as well, so just either one of these, and either onrush or smash, but smash is better for the debuff that you get. Okay, now I'm actually going to just shut up and put my best gears on this guy, and then actually I want to take him to a level 50 time rift and see how actually he does. So I'm actually going to put my best gears on him, believe it or not. Let's do it now. Okay, there you see, he's got some of my best gears. And I guess the defense isn't that important because we're just going to be seeing his damage mostly, right? So it is still important, but keep in mind that, you know, these should make up more than enough for what he lacks, because these level 50 items all have HP as well. And keep in mind, I've almost advanced him to the max 1, so I'm just missing the very last runes, okay? So starting off here, we're going to be testing the vampire bats. So they're obviously like one of the best ones that you can get, and you shouldn't be actually posing a problem. So let's see if that's actually the case. And these are actually the same level as him, and remember he's got superior gear, okay, than any of these monsters. So that's it, level 50, okay? So this should be a cinch, right? You think that's going to be a cinch. Now I'm going to attack him with full strength with this move and see how much it will do. So look at my attack, and my defense is quite low, but my attack is really high. It's like way more than his. And my bat's actually like a pretty good bat, because I'm be using it on Leon and it's been one-shotting stuff on my Leon. But I put the bat on him and it's just not doing anything. See that? That is not good at all, guys. So that he just gets one shot as well. Now, I could be missing something, but I've never ever seen a level 50 do that bad, okay? Now let's actually illustrate what he can do best. So he's like kind of like a paladin, alright? So which means that you can actually like attack people in melee range, and you can actually attack people from ranged. Okay, so I'll use this troop to illustrate that point. Alright, now check this out. I'm attacking. And that's basically no damage, even I got the buff on. That's because like, these, like, see the hero did not attack, okay? So that is the biggest downfall. But it actually healed, you know, my troops. Now I'm gonna do an onrush on this one, which is like under level, and look at my stats. I'm much more stronger than these guys, and I'm gonna do a smash on this hero, which has way less stats than me. So let's find out if it actually can do anything. Okay, so it got guarded, but let's see. You see the attack happens at the same time, and then I got the healing off on me, and then like it actually did surprisingly good. But look at this, guys. I'm still weak to melee, and I just got wrecked just from a horse. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see the problem? Okay, check this out. My units are damaged, so I'm going to do a global healing. So check this out. Global healing coming in and see how much damage we do. See, the hero does not attack in this horse form. Still did an okay amount of damage, and then my heroes get healed for a whopping 300. And that's with like those really good equipment as you saw, because look, my health is only 4,000, guys. So it's healing for 300 damn health. Like Jesus, you know, that's now if I just try to attack him, we'll see how much damage I'm going to do. Okay, wow. So I was actually able to kill him this time, but I suffered a lot of damage to myself for some reason. I have no idea how that just worked, okay? I mean, see, he did good damage, but since he was weak to melee, it still like suffered so much damage in return that it's just not worth it, guys. Okay, now I'm going to test it, but you see this time I got the augment skill. So let's see how much damage I do without the augment. Okay. See that? That is not good, guys. Now I'm going to augment myself. So keep in mind that this is a raw augment. You want the other one definitely by spending one ticket, okay? So then, how much do we do now? Okay, it still did similar, so you definitely don't want that. It doesn't do anything. Alright, guys? Okay, let's see if we can actually one-shot the melee unit. Okay, so since he is a melee, he was able to one-shot. So he was still like barely able to one-shot that, and it means like if you have your allies it's like low health, then you can like heal them with this kind of thing. This is like he's a paladin and still does a little bit of damage, and then it's gonna heal your allies for a whopping 300 health, 10%. So that definitely needs the buff, okay? And what I feel like is that, you know, his weakness to melee should go, and he should be a ranged attacker himself, so that when he does like the range damage, he's gonna do more damage. Because of a current state, he's like a jack of all trades but a master of none, and that's not even like doing anything. So if it was a Chris and doing the redemption move, my Liana would be like 60% health full already. So yeah guys, I'm actually gonna end the review here because it is definitely like an incomplete unit and one that needs a buff or a fix immediately. So yeah, while you see that he has a very interesting kit, it does not deliver in the current state whatsoever. So either you should, you know, he should be attacking in ranged form as well, or like when he attacks enemies when, you know, in melee form, he shouldn't be receiving so much damage when using ranged troops. Okay, so that's all I gotta say. You know, please fix that hero because it's not really working. Like the concept is great and I really want it to work, but it's not working at the current state. So I give it a please fix or buff out of 10 for now. But the big question is this event even worth it at all, and should you spend your time on it? Well, the answer to that question is simple. Hell yes. Okay, don't let this hero let you down, because even though he's like not working properly, I believe you should still get him anyway in the case that they fix it in the future or buff him like they did in the Chinese version. And also, yeah, of course the rewards from this event are awesome, so definitely go ahead and do that. And I'll definitely reconsider a review of him, like a proper review this time, if in the case that he gets reworked. Alright, so stay tuned if you want to see more content like this. Peace!